Hi, this is Sandy. Welcome to our Wee Tennessee homestead. So we haven't put out any videos in the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's been pretty crazy busy here. I've shot a bunch of video that's waiting for me to edit it, and I haven't gotten to that point. So I'm going to do an update that's going to kind of cover everything, and I'm going to upload it just the way that it is so we can get caught up. I do have some dehydrating videos. We're going to be doing some cooking videos. We've got project videos. You can see in front of us 2 of the projects that have gotten finished since our last video. Since our last video, we got 3 laying hens, and 2 of them are Buff Orpingtons. One of them's a Rhode Island Red. So the Rhode Island Red is Lulabelle, and the 2 buffs are Joan and Jean, like the double mint twins from the gum commercial a long time ago. We got them, and Tim built the chicken coop. Now, for those of you that have not watched our channel before, one of the main things that we want to do is have a sustainable homestead, and to use things that would normally go to the landfill, that would normally be thrown away. So a lot of our projects are going to be made out of pallets and other materials that have been discarded or that we can get really cheap. So the chicken coop is made out of pallets. It was kind of quote unquote finished in the dark. So there's a few things that still have to be done to it yet, and we do need a permanent roof. Right now we have the tarp on it, but my husband has done a tremendous job in putting something together very quickly. I love his chicken tunnel. We were originally going to put the kennel right up against the chicken coop and attach it to it, but because of the rafters, the height of the coop, the rafters and everything, it just wasn't going to work. So he took some pallets. He's so creative. I love it. He took some pallets and he put them together. He built a tunnel. He had a door from a little mini refrigerator that somebody had discarded a while back that we have used materials from for various different projects. Sorry, that's just sitting there. That doesn't belong there. We've got some cleanup to do yet. So he took that door to the refrigerator and he made a tunnel roof. I did go out and buy a hasp because I needed a way of getting into the chicken coop without having to screw and unscrew a screw. So I'm not sure how the lighting's going to do in here. Hopefully it'll be okay. All right. So in the coop, we have 3 nesting boxes that came from the grocery store, one of the grocery stores. There's some eggs. Oops, I got to get back out before they try to get out. Those are crates that corn is shipped in. No, Lulabelle. Those are corn crates that one of the grocery store managers graciously gave me, and we've turned them into nesting boxes, and they do quite well. They like to sit in them at night, and as you can see, they've laid some eggs for them. So those are the chickens. You haven't seen the bunny bunker since it was done, and we will go back. Here's my solar clothesline, solar dryer. Anybody that's never used a solar dryer before, there one is. They only work when it's sun shining. Okay, so our bunny bunker, let me get back. This is the outside of our bunny bunker. Again, we're not looking for pretty and professional looking as far as, making something that would look good on your $1 million property. We're looking for something that we can put together with things that we don't have to pay for and that people are throwing away. So again, this is made with pallet wood. It is a very heavy door, and right now Tim took an old chain that we had and he used it to make hinges. It is working, with the exception that because the door is so heavy, you have to lift it up and put it up on top of little blocks in order for it to close good. But anyway, so here's the bunnies, and there's my buck. There is Platinum, who has a pile of little baby bunnies. Why are they uncovered? I guess because it's hot in here. I do have a thermometer up. So she had 15 at first, and I've got to, don't look at my cages. I got to clean my cages. That's why my bucket's out there. She had 15 at first. We're down to 9. She's lost some, but that's okay. My little 4+ week old bunnies, Kiki's babies, we're going to be separating them out next week. And this is Mud and Little Man. And hang on while I give some water. Okay, sorry about that. Had to give some water, it was low. We do have a fan for ventilation. We're going to be getting another fan for the other window. Storing some extra stuff in here, some hay and so forth. Oh, bless your heart, baby. You just pulled all that fur out of that spot. You know, when they make their nests, they pull fur from their own body, and they mix it in with the hay to make sure that there's enough warmth for the babies. The babies have to stay like 92 or 94 degrees. So anyway, that's the inside of the bunny bunker. We do have a power cord run out from the shop with so we can run a light at night and run the fan. So with that, we're gonna go out to the garden. Okay, so we're out at the garden now, and I have things coming up that I planted in this raised bed. The last time I had a video up, this bed was not finished. This was planted with cabbage, beans, radishes, beets, onions, and spinach. Now, one problem that I am having is that because underneath this layer of dirt is brush and limbs and leaves and stuff, and a layer of cardboard, I do see where it has started to sink down in areas because it was a lot higher level before, and I expected it to sink because of the weight of the dirt. But my spinach is doing better. I've got onions coming up here. Those are bean plants there. It looks like, I think those are radishes over there and radishes there, so I'm excited about that. These should be beets over here, I think. I have a diagram that shows what got planted where. My tomato plants are doing well. I have far fewer tomato plants than I need or will have. I will be planting more. These two smaller ones on this end, they actually are ones that I started from seed. And see if I can adjust the lighting a little bit better. That might help a little bit. And they're doing well. I think they're a black tomato. Then I have Roma's Champion 2 and Lemon Boys. I planted in here, there's some basil seed and there's some marigold seed that I planted in these spots that look like they don't have anything. There's also a bunch of weeds. Weeding is constant. So those are starting to come up. My cabbage are growing. It's a constant fight with the cabbage to keep the slugs off of them. I really, I don't want to use chemicals on the garden. That's just something that I really don't want to do. I've planted onions in here. They're coming up. My spinach is doing good over there, although it looks like something's been eating on it a little bit. My pepper plants are doing a little bit better. One of them's looking kind of puny. So they're doing well. Over here, my lamb's quarter. Now, this is the lamb's quarter. And the lamb's quarter, they were all volunteer plants. Lamb's quarter is considered a weed by many people. They came up on their own out of the llama compost that we've had. They're edible. They taste good. You can eat them in a salad, or you can saute them and cook them like a green. So I'm letting them grow. I'm eating them. I may as well. I have Asian greens, protatu Asian greens mixed in there. One little Asian green there that just hasn't grown much. More lamb's quarter. If you have weeds that are edible, you may as well use them. Make use of them. My Asian greens are doing really well in this bed. I'm not sure what the difference is. I have one rhubarb plant because we didn't have a place to put it in the ground, so I put it in here. It needs to be transplanted to a rhubarb patch, but that'll come. All right, these are still waiting for me to get my butt out here and plant. I have more lamb's quarter here. My sage, this plant and that plant over there were left in the raised bed over the winter. They came back. More lamb's quarter that's growing on its own. My potatoes are doing great. At least from the top. I've got to put more straw in there. But the plants themselves are looking good. Tim got this tilled up. I've got to plant some pole beans over here. That got tilled up. Of course, we got weeds growing back. Never-ending challenge with weeds. There's cantaloupe and sweet potato here that I have to plant yet. And then I have some cucumber plants over here that have to be planted. The cucumbers are going along the back of this bed that I finally got in. And then this is 3.5 feet by 12 feet. So I try to stick with the square foot gardening method. So the back foot in depth is going to have a row of the cucumbers, maybe something else alternated in there. And then in the front, I'll have two squares by 12 squares to put some of the smaller things. I have more potatoes up here. The plants look good. They just need for me to put more straw in them, or hay, straw, not hay. You don't want hay in there. My zucchini plant's looking pretty pathetic. It's looking pretty pathetic. But anyway, I got to get more zucchini going. I saw a plant, I got it. So that's the update on our garden. Our blueberry bushes and our grapevines are doing okay. And we've got a lot more videos coming. I know I've said that, and I haven't done that yet. But anyway, we will see you on the next video. I want to thank you for watching. Please hit the like button. Please feel free to share any comments or suggestions nicely in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell, and please share this if you want to encourage somebody else. All the things that we're working with very few exception, most of the stuff you see here, we didn't pay for. Other than maybe some plants and seed and screws. But all the wood you see, the barrels you see, all of this is stuff that we were able to get without, that other people were getting rid of. So anyway, let me turn this around. Ooh, yeah. Anyway, okay. So thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you on the next video. Listen, please take the time to find something to be grateful for today. God is good, and He's loving, and He wants to bless you. And There's always something in our lives that we can be thankful for, even when it doesn't seem like it. So think of one thing to be grateful for today. Put it in the comments. What are you grateful for today? And we'll talk to you on the next video. Thanks. Bye-bye.